What if I told you that your financial reality has less to do with the numbers in your bank account and everything to do with energy? An energy you can actually learn to command, to shape, and to attract, all through small, deliberate actions you take every single day. That's the powerful idea we're going to unpack right now.
Wow, just let that sink in for a second. This isn't about desperately trying to grab onto money or hoard it. It's about opening the right windows, creating the conditions for abundance to just flow in naturally, the way light fills a dark room. This one idea, honestly, it changes everything.
So here's the fundamental shift we need to make. You don't command money with force. It's an energy, and it responds to your energy. It's drawn to respect, not shame. It moves toward clarity, not a feeling of haste. It's less about what you do and so much more about the energy you bring, who you are being when you do it.
Okay, now I love this slide because it paints such a clear picture. Think of money like a herd of really nervous horses. They're going to bolt from the loud, chaotic noise of fear and anxiety, but they're drawn to a calm, confident hand. Your emotional state, gratitude, clarity, that quiet confidence, that is the calm hand that invites this energy to come closer and actually want to stay.
Napoleon Hill actually had a name for this, the state of mind of wealth. And it's not some big, one-time decision. It's a frequency, like a radio signal that you're constantly broadcasting through your tiny, everyday attitudes. The way you hold your wallet, the thoughts you have when you pay a bill. And the amazing part is, over time, your external reality, well, it has no choice but to start matching that internal frequency.
But, before we can change our frequency, we have to get really honest about the story we're currently telling ourselves. So many of us are trapped in a narrative of scarcity without even realizing it. So, let's take a look at what that actually feels like. Does this sound familiar at all? That nagging voice, that constant echo in the back of your mind. I don't have enough. I can't afford that. That's not for people like me. This isn't just a fleeting thought. For many of us, it's the world we've built around ourselves. And man, it can feel incredibly solid and just inescapable.
And these stories, they take on so many different forms. Like you see here, there's Andre. He works his tail off, but the money just seems to vanish. Then there's Maria, who walks through stores feeling like a ghost, convinced that abundance is for other people. And Vlad, who's just held hostage by the shame of his past. These aren't just characters. They represent parts of our own internal struggles, don't they?
So, how in the world do we start to rewrite these stories? Well, it's not with some massive, overwhelming leap. It's with small, daily gestures that literally recalibrate our energy. So let's dive into the 5 specific actions that can help you start broadcasting a whole new frequency of abundance.
All right, here's our roadmap. We're going to look at posture, affirmation, repetition, what's called divine alignment, and finally witnessing. Think of each one as a tool in your toolbox to consciously shift your energy from a state of lack to a state of command.
Okay, our first gesture actually starts with the body, posture. Think about it. When you pay for something, are your shoulders all slumped in fear, signaling a sense of loss? Or is your back straight, embodying trust and command? Your body sends such a powerful signal to your mind, treating every payment not as a loss, but as a sacred exchange. That transforms the entire energy of the transaction. And this quote right here brilliantly illustrates our second gesture. Affirmation. This is the exact phrase Andre started using. He would stand in front of the mirror, straighten his posture, and declare this out loud. I'm sure at first it felt like I told a lie, but day after day after day, he was carving a new neural pathway, literally creating a new truth for reality to follow.
Which brings us perfectly to the third gesture, repetition. See, one affirmation is just a nice thought, but repeating it daily, that's construction. You are literally building a highway for abundance to travel on. Your mind really is like a river. If you give it the same course every single day, it will eventually carve through even the hardest rock of disbelief.
The fourth gesture is all about alignment. It's this super simple 30-second ritual to just adjust your inner compass. Before you make a big purchase or a big decision, you just pause. Close your eyes, breathe, and state your intention to align with your highest plan. It's like turning on a bright light in a dense fog. It helps you see and attract the opportunities that are truly meant for you. In the fifth gesture, witnessing. This is where you physically write down your desires. But here's the twist. What if you saw this not as some wish list, but as if you were filing a formal order with the universe? This is what Maria did. She started a notebook of divine orders. And by doing that, she wasn't just hoping anymore. She was co-creating. She was giving her desires a tangible form.
So when you start to put all these gestures together,
something really profound starts to happen. It's way more than just a mindset shift. It's a full-on identity shift. You stop being this passive recipient of whatever circumstances come your way, and you become an active director of energy.
And that leads to this fundamental question you have to ask yourself. Is the abundance you're looking for something that's outside of you, something you have to beg for? Or is it a treasure that already lives within you, and you are simply its guardian, deciding how and where it flows? And that, my friends, is the heart of true prosperity. It's not about having a certain number in your bank account. It's about awakening to your own power, your identity as a co-creator. It's about feeling that herd of horses, that energy of money, approaching you not with fear, but with respect, because it recognizes that you are in command.
So, what this all really means is that you are not a passenger. You're not a victim of the economy or your past or anything else. You are the architect. Every thought, every gesture, every word is another stone you lay on the bridge to your own abundant reality.
Now we arrive at the final and maybe the most powerful step of all. After calibrating your energy, after shifting your identity, it is time to make your declaration, to speak your new reality into being with the full force of your conviction.
The waiting is over. The time for just kind of hoping that miracles will find you is done. It is time to take your rightful place, to stand tall and to invite those miracles in with the authority of someone who knows deep down that they are worthy of them. This is your decree. Don't just read the words. Feel them. Let this resonate from the deepest part of your being. This is not a request. It's a statement of fact. You are not asking for anything. You are commanding, with a full understanding that the universe is literally designed to respond to this kind of clarity and power.
And please remember, everything we've gone through here, this isn't a finish line. Not at all. It's a beginning. It's the sun rising on a completely new way of being, where every single day is another opportunity to command, to create, and to experience the abundance that is truly your birthright.
So, I'll just leave you with this. The energy is there. The potential is right there inside you. And the universe is listening, it's leaning in, waiting for your instructions. The only question left is, what will be your first command?